we'll begin. I haven't even fully seen Ekami's playthrough of this, so I fully don't know what is going to happen. But yeah, a lot like Rakuin, emotional, amazing artwork, amazing soundtrack, all that good stuff. I'm constantly having to clear my throat. Very cute. Reminds me of Stardew Valley, to be honest. Okay, now it sounds dead quiet. Oh my god, did you hit a squirrel? Where were you looking, Neil? Well, excuse me for heroically evading that squirrel coming out of nowhere. So you didn't hit it. You ran over it anyways. Oh no. Oh. You ran over it and hit a tree. Look, don't worry, it's a company car. Are you kidding me? The boss is gonna kill us. We'll just say I was saving a puppy. He likes puppies, right? He's more of a cat person. Why does the world have to be so complicated? Fine. Whatever furball he fancies, crisis averted. Good. Go write that on your report later. Let's grab the equipment from the cart and move already. Ooh. Left click an object to interact with it. Oh, that's a chubby hand. And a magnifying glass. Wiles household ahead. Putting up a sign when they live in the middle of nowhere is like asking to be robbed. Is it though? Received equipment. Got the sucker. Let's roll. Hey wait, don't forget the car. Just wanted to see if you'd remember. The car still functions? How thoughtful of you. I don't know if I went the right way. Oh, this is pointed and clicking. Okay. You can't go up there. I want to go back down. And I want to explore. Oh, the sign to the house points the other way. Oh, how kind of it to exist. Wow. I'm gonna have to go back again. I want to see the squirrel. Oh, come on. I crashed the car while trying to evade it. What more do you want? Not crash the car and evade it? That's asking too much. I believe these are doctors. Okay, this way. Ow, 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 ow. There's little birds in the tree. Okay, there's an arrow there. Oh. Who put a boulder here? Maybe it's their security system. Cucumbers. We don't have time for this fluff. Try pushing it out of the way. Maybe we could find a tree branch to jack it with. Wait. Or we could just call it a night and blame it on that. Push by hand, find a branch, abort mission and go home. It's tiny. It is tiny. Push it by hand. Alright, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. that rock bounce? I don't even... What was that? Not a boulder, that's for sure. Something magical. We need to get going for now. We'll figure that thing out later. Right. Control. I kind of already figured it out. Can we go along this way? No. Back we go. It's so pretty. Ooh. There's an alarm going off outside. I thought it was in the game. Bridge. Bridge. Oh. Okay. Let's go to the front door. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this is a house. What the fuck happened then? This is a house that I would have made in The Sims 2. Very square. I wouldn't have decorated it this well though, that's for sure. Ma, they're here. There's a creepy woman in the window. Not a bad place to retire at, huh? I could do better. Night shifts, love 'em or hate 'em. You know the answer, you stupid owl. It's probably going to be another all-nighter, you know. I know. And I doubt they'd have any coffee. Shut up. And the ocean waves will sing lullabies. Not through your blathering, they won't. And your... Don't forget the equipment, moron. These two are very... Tensions are high. I don't get paid enough for this. Act 1. Never told anyone, but I've always thought they were lighthouses. What? Dr. Watts and Dr. Rosaline, I presume? Thanks for coming on such short notice. That's okay, I tend to be bad at predicting deaths as well. Are you the patient's daughter? Oh, no. I'm just his caretaker. And these are my children, Sarah and Tommy. It's not exactly a 9-to-5 job, so Johnny lets us live here. I suppose this Johnny is our man? Johnny? Listen, if it's a kid we're dealing with, I don't think we're the ones you want. No, he just prefers to be called that. He's upstairs right now with his medical doctor. Then what are we? Come with me. I thought we were the doctors. Come on, grab that case and let's go. When my back breaks one day, I'll sue you with the insurance claim. Buddy is snoring and dreaming. Can he hang on for a little bit longer? Where are you going? Grab the box so we can head upstairs. I want to explore. Fine. Alright, let's head upstairs before I drop this. Go upstairs. Yes. Okay, they're gone. Excuse me? Whoever gets there first gets to play the melody. Excuse me? There's a guy dying? No fair, you pushed me. Did not. Whatever, you get the boring 2 notes anyway. Cute. Bread. That's cute music. Those kids are pretty good for their age. Hey, you're the one who said there was no time to waste. And incidentally, I'm the one who is carrying the weight of a small meteoroid? Yeah, come on. Hello? How do I... Oh. Oh, there we go. And the music stops immediately. Ready to set up? Set machine down, look around first. Gee, you know, I think I'd like to carry this excruciatingly heavy object around some more. This game has sarcasm. Thanks for asking, though. Who are you? He's unresponsive at this point. But by the looks of things, he's still consciously hanging on. It's hard to say how long you'll have, but I would hurry. Why is this arrow green down here? That is what I would like. Oh, sparkly. Huh. Can't do anything. Selection of readings from medical journals? What is wrong with this guy? How come he has like a hallway in his bedroom? A painting of a lighthouse by the cliffside. Is this a mermaid? A painting of a woman holding something yellow and blue. Painting of an animal of some sort? Casual painting of 3 people. Okay. These do not tell me anything about anything. Yes, I'll just be a moment. Why are these people here? Who are these people? Are you sure a common household power outlet is sufficient? No worries. We're the experts. Oh crap. Standard procedures. Just keeping you on your toes. Are we gonna talk to ghosts? Is this guy like, right, I'm dying, I'm gonna prove the afterlife exists? That'd be kind of cool. How's he doing? Not so well. If I were to say he's got just a day or 2 left, that's plenty of time. I don't like them. I don't like these people. So you 2 can grant him any wish, huh? To try, at least. Wait, what? My opinion just got whipped around real quick. But we always succeed because we're awesome. So, what's the wish? The moon. The moon. The moon. He wants to go to the moon. I'm not gonna lie, I would too. The geezers just keep on getting crazier, huh? So, can you do it? Send him to the moon? It depends. She meant to say yes. Why don't you tell us about our client here? Yeah, give me more. That, I don't really know much. Johnny's an odd man. Through the 2 years that I've worked here, he's rarely spoke. He worked as a craftsman for most of his life, and his wife passed away 2 years ago. I don't really know many details. I would have known more if I were his paperboy, for Pete's sake. Shush, just do your thing. Well, I suppose if you look around the house, you may find some more info. I suppose Johnny wouldn't mind since he signed for you two. So be it. Alright, which one of us plays detective? I'm gonna go with Rosaline. Thanks for the offer, but I'm busy leaving a book print on this chair. Right, do continue. Tommy and Sarah can show you around. They're probably at the piano downstairs. Okay. Wait, can I? Wait, come back here for a moment. I have something for you. Yeah? Here, take this. Remote patient monitor. That'll keep you updated on Johnny's status. I don't want a little machine that's telling me when he's dying. Thanks, I was just gonna ask for it. Johnny's heart monitor is now activated in menu. In menu? Oh my god. Character Senior Memory Traversal Agent Sigmund Corp. Notes. I can't type. Connects wirelessly to the patient's local monitor for live supervision. I'm gonna save. Let's save. Okay. I already looked in the bathroom, there was nothing really there. So let's go downstairs. Guy wants to go to the moon. Okay, let's... Hey, how are you two doing? What you want? Show around the house, keep playing. Keep playing, then quit bothering. Oh, rude. Okay. Let's go here first. Let's work our way through. It's just an ordinary bathroom. Turn on and store tap water. Yes. In Raccoon, I had to do that in every bathroom. I had to keep doing that. It comes in handy. I better ask those kids first. Go inside anyways? Yes. Just do it. Turn this light on. Turn... Oh, no, that turns it off? Okay. Not much. Oh! Almost stepped on the paint. What's in here? The Pilgrim's Guide to Origami. The key to avoiding paper cuts. Read passage. The Pilgrim's Guide to Origami has already supplanted... Is that how you say it? The Great Wikipedia Origami. as the standard repository of all knowledge and wisdom about paper folding. For though it has many omissions and contains much that as apocryphal, or at least wildly inaccurate, it scores over the older, more pedestrian work in two important respects. First, it is made of paper, and secondly, it provides numerous band-aids to make up for the inevitable paper cuts resulting from the reading of this book. Wait, what? Yes. For the Grand Origami Master, it is absolutely essential for each origami to be completed in exactly 42 moves. Huh. In most origami tournaments... Am I saying origami? Is it supposed to be origami? I hope so. I really hope so. Scissor cuts are considered cheating, but uppercuts are deemed legal. Uppercuts? Oh boy. The Emperor's New Clothes. The only thing I know is the Emperor's New Groove, babe, so... And the colours. The colours of that beautiful fabric. I have never seen anything like it in my life. They all tried to conceal their disappointment at not being able to see the clothes. A child, however, who had no important role and could only see things as his eyes showed them to him, went up to the carriage. But he hasn't got anything on, the child said. Don't talk nonsense, his father reprimanded. But the boy's remark, which has been heard by the bystanders, was repeated over and over. I feel like they're gonna come into, I don't know, play. Oh, there's a candy cane there. Oh, a piece of candy. I want it. I can't fill this in. Can I fill... Is this a sink? No. Okay, let's go talk to the children. Show around the house. Sarah and Tommy, right? Your mother said to ask you two to show me around the house. Okay, maybe we will. Maybe? I think we just need a little convincing, that's all. What do you think, Tommy? Yeah. What would you like? We want $1 trillion. Well, the candy cane Mum hides from us. I saw it. Yeah, all that. There's a giant candy cane on top of the highest shelf that we can't reach. It's in the kitchen. Ma put it there to save for when we do chores. Get it for us, and we'll give you a tour through the house. What do you say? Well, sure, I'll go get it for you. My mother used to keep candies on high shelves too. Alright, I'll go get it. The kitchen's door is right next to the stairs. Now go. Okay, I'm going. I already knew where it was. There's that candy cane. It is on a high shelf. Let me get this. Hell yeah. I'm a genius. Terrible calories. I got you the sugar. Okay, I got what you wanted. Good old candy cane. If you come and give me a tour at this instant, I won't sneeze on it. You wouldn't. Oh, but I would. Okay, where do we start? I know. There's this funny room in the basement. I don't like that funny room. What do you mean by funny room? Has he got a dungeon of some kind? You'll see. It's weird. Am I gonna see like latex and whips and a sex swing? I wanted to know more about our patient, but not that much, please. We need to get the keys though. The old man hid it inside a book in the study. Where's the study? Kitchen. Was it? Oh, that was a bathroom. Yeah, it's this one. This is the book room. The key to the funny room is in the thickest book on the upper shelf. On this shelf? Dusklight, the tale of a girl who fell in love with a zombie who emitted the smell of daisies when showered with gentle sunlight. What? Yes, I want to read maybe another year. Are you kidding me? He chose its hiding spot well. I want to hear more about that book, I ain't gonna lie. Tommy used to throw books at me and call it a book fight. Until one day I threw one back and he needed a band-aid. I mean... We can open the funny room in the basement now. I don't know if I want to see it. This is the basement. We play hide and seek here. Turn on the light before you trip over something. Okay. So that's the funny room. Chest is locked. No. Bitch. Once we were down here and the lights were out and Tommy fell down those stairs. He chipped a tooth, but that's okay because he's ugly to begin with. They sound like my mum and my uncle. Like they argue like my mum and my uncle do. Sibling stuff. I'm an only child, so I don't understand. Everything's locked. Box filled with coloured paper. Cabinet is filled with dusty books. Cabinet is filled with unused fine china. Okay, let's go open the door. Door is locked. Use the key. I used the key. It's like a cave in here. Is that the thing from the painting? A broken music box. That's not what I was clicking. I was clicking on the amount of bunnies. A rabbit folded out of paper. Oh, it's origami. They're origami bunnies. Broken music box. Stuffed toy platypus. Perry? Is that you? It looks adorable enough to annoy Neil. Might come in handy. Poke it first. Okay, it doesn't live. Take it. Receive toy plat. Perry the platypus? It's not every day you come across a platypus. Oh, buddy, you are snoring. Did you see it? What do you two know about all those rabbits? Nothing. The old man didn't want anyone to go inside, so we never told him. There's more of them, actually. Where? Inside the abandoned lighthouse. It's just beneath this cliff. Wanna go see? I got the keys. How do you have the keys? How do you have the keys for the lighthouse, but not the keys to this goddamn room? You aren't supposed to go in there either, are you? Remind me to never take you to Neil's house. Why? What's Neil hiding? So you want to go see the lighthouse? Well, it's rather cold outside, but... Decision. Go see the lighthouse, stay and wait for Machine. I don't know what the machine's for exactly. Is it to grant a wish? If so, we could be here forever, so I say go to the lighthouse. You know what? Fine. Maybe it'll tell me more about those rabbits. Let's go check that old lighthouse out. Let's go. Ugh, I'm tired. I can't look at anything though. I don't like the music suddenly. It's gone very spoopy. Wait, is he dying? He better not be dying. Oh, he's fine. Characters. Tommy doesn't like turtles. Aspiring professional ice cream taster aiming for the top. I love her. I love her so much. I got a toy platypus, a room key, and the remote patient monitor. Okay. He's doing okay. He's getting there. There it is. We need to head south to the street and take the other path to get down to it, though. Yeah, I forgot my parachute. Why couldn't you have told me this before? Smart children. It's here. Huh? My novelty beach ball. I thought I lost it. Ah. It's stupid anyway. Oh, I'll never lose it again. I'm gonna hide it. Don't look. There's no time to wait. He did it. Okay, done. He shoved it up his bum, I bet. Okay, let's just hurry to the lighthouse. It was a beach ball this whole time. That boulder was a beach ball. It's smoking. Who's the dummy that crashed the car? Not me. It's pretty dark out. Are you kids scared? Of course not. We roleplay it anyway. We roleplay it away, I think. What? Tommy's a super powerful knight, and I'm a mighty magician. Yeah, we destroy all evil. Oh, that's nice. Do you roleplay too? No? She's not cool enough to do it. Hey, I could if I wanted to. Just you children watch. I'll roleplay. Ooh, a squirrel. Squirrel. These kids don't talk properly. Oh no, it's terrible. Squirrel gone. Don't worry, children. I'll protect you. What the fuck? Attack. Shoe. Loud. Your, time is at an end, squirrel gone. Yeah. Stop it, or we'll tell Ma you animal abuse. Yeah, she'll call the cops on you. What? I wasn't gonna... Didn't you say you like role-playing? That poor squirrel. You should be ashamed of yourself. Let's name it Teddy. Okay. Let's just forget this happened. It's a bird. Okay. Oh. Ow. What is this? In memory of River E. Wiles. River Wiles? Was she John's wife? Dunno. Come on, the lighthouse is right here. That may have been his wife. Why bury her there, though? Why bury her right there? Okay, why is this such a dark spot over here? I don't know. Oh my god. There's more? Well, they did say there was more. This is it? Why? Seems like this hasn't been lit in years. Why is this one on a pedestal? Multicolored paper rabbit. Hey, this wasn't here when we came last week. Oh yeah, Johnny must have came here before he fell ill again. It's the only one with two colours, huh? You know, these things actually look pretty hard to fold. Kind of an odd hobby, though. Oh, that's my phone. You have service? It's what? Is everything ready? Alright, I'll be there. I'll be right there. We just got here. Why do you have a creepy ringtone? 'Cause it scares the monsters away? Come on, let's head back. Oh, I just took it. Okay. That's fine. What happened to him? Oh, why don't you be late by another half an hour? Not like we got a dying client or anything. I got caught up in something. Too. It's called our job. Get off your high horse. I'm late just this one time and you milk it. At least tell me we're good to go. Of course we are, because I'm competent. Your helmet's on the couch. Chop chop. Oh, here. Initiate. Alright, here we go. Am I gonna go into his brain? Sorry, are we gonna go into his brain? What's going on? What was that? This should be the last accessible memory. Disable speech for all except Johnny. Done. Let's get him. At any time, you can view your position in time by moving the mouse toward the top of the screen. Okay, so what? He's... These are all blank. Okay, these rooms don't exist. So this is a memory. Johnny? What a pleasant surprise. We don't get many visitors around here. My name is Dr. Eva Rosaline, and this is Dr. von Matterhorn. Dr. Lorenzo von Matterhorn. Dr. Neil Watts. Are you familiar with the Sigmund Agency of Life Generation? Oh, you two from the agency? How convenient. I've been thinking of calling you. Lily, get us some tea, please. Lily? Actually, you've already called us. Oh, we have to tell him he's dying? That's horrible. Because he knows he's got a contract with them. He knows... No, he doesn't have a contract. He's gonna get a contract with them. So he already has it in his head that, you know, he knows what it's for. And now we're just reiterating that it's come to that time. That's just fucking disgusting. I hate that. I hate that. We're here to fulfill our contract from the relative future. Careful there. If you slip off the cliff, we're gonna have to reload this memory. Watch it, Neil. Show some respect. It's just a program, you know? I know, but this is his last accessible memory, and we need its cooperation. Worst comes to worst, we can just reboot it. Why would you waste time like that? Oh, no. You are here to take me to the moon, aren't you? Yes, John. Suppose I had a good run. See? Oh, no. Oh. Suppose I had a good run. Not good enough, it seems. You shut your mouth. So, can you do it? Can you take me to the moon? We can't, but you might be able to. Why do you want to go there? I don't know. It's fine. You can tell us. It's essential for helping us to get you to go there. Do you want the fame, the money? You gotta have a motive. I'm sorry. When I hear stuff like that, all I can think of is Scream. I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I just do. I can already tell it's gonna be a pain in the arse. Nevertheless, Johnny, here's what we will do. We need to get to your childhood, but it is too distant to do so in one memory hop. Thus, we will need to traverse through your memories with gradual backward leaps, which you've given us the permission to do in the relative future. Once we lay down the waypoints in your childhood memories for direct access, we will return here. That's when you'll need to help us influence the childhood you to become an astronaut. We're gonna go into this guy's memories of his childhood and encourage him to become an astronaut? Is that what we're doing? Or to get on a giant catapult? The point is, you'll need to have more to say than just, I don't know. As long as you can take me to the moon, I will cooperate in any way possible. If this is the guy's true dream to go to the moon, then why does he not know why he wants to do that? I don't... There's more to this. There's definitely more. Good. Now, in order to leap to a memory, we need an item that is of importance to you. Do you have a memento of some sort to get us started? But he's snoring like hell. That'll do. Well, shall we? Ladies first. Received note, moon. We'll need to prepare this memento first. Why was that in a different language? Complete the memento, click the orbs to flip the pieces. Excuse me? Okay. The memento can now be activated for traversal. Activate. Wait, what about my privacy? We'll try not to violate what we can avoid, but in most cases, can't be helped. Okay. Why is there a random umbrella? Turn off visibility and interactivity. Be messy to be seen. Yeah. Happy? Jeez, what's with all these rabbits? This is creeping me out. We probably should have checked his record for psychopathy first. Why can't I see these things? Jeez. What the? Did he hear me? That's impossible. It's probably just a part of this memory. Then I stand by my point. Anyway, click. Stop. Anyway, quit blabbering and find a memento here to hop from. Interact with objects to establish 5 memory links. Multicolour paper rabbit. Well, aren't you special? Having 2 colours when all your siblings look like they drowned in bleach. What's that? You think you're really creepy? Why, yes, I agree. Found one. The platypus. No. What about... Whoa. Why is this in a different language? An old and patched up backpack. What is this, 1,000,000 years old? I guess we'll find out. Glass bottle of pickled olives. Peh, I hate this stuff. What's to hate? It's pickled olive. Exactly. Oh, okay. The Emperor's New Clothes by Hans Christian Andersen. Nice. Fresh wildflowers. Don't. If we have to explain our presence to him at every memory, I'd go crazy. Don't tempt me. Can we still see the guy's thing? Oh, I can. Can't go that way. Hmm. The platypus has to be one. Come on. Oh. No, okay. Memory links established. Why is it in a different language? Have I done something? Let me exit and then reload the game. It was in a completely different language. I don't know. I don't know what was going on. Can now travel with the Memento umbrella. activate. I could have sworn the platypus was gonna be one, but... He's at the grave. When it comes to rain, through is better than onto. I don't mind it regardless. Seems like these memory hops only span a short period of time. We need to find a leaping memento, or it's gonna take forever. Yeah, I just enjoy the scenery. Old stuffed toy platypus. Honestly, I just don't think this animal has the right to exist. What? Oh my god, the world's not big enough for two of you. It's finished, River. Like you, I'll be able to watch over her every day. She won't be alone anymore. I might never understand why, but I stayed true to your wish. I'm sure Anya is grateful to you too. When I'm gone, who is going to watch over us? Who are you? My name is Eva. I was just passing by. Was she your wife? Yeah. Her name was River. That's a special name. It didn't need to happen. She didn't need to do it. But you wouldn't understand. I don't even understand. Oh no. Anya. There is an alarm going off across the road and it is driving me nuts. If it goes off all night, I'm going to be pissed. By the time you got here, I almost thought you fell off the cliff. What were you doing? Enjoying the scenery? What else? Any luck here? Big luck. Huge. Dinosauric. Ugh. I've never heard that word before, dinosauric. This place looks pretty empty. It's a lighthouse. What do you expect? Anyway, I'll catch you on the other side. Have fun re-breaking the barrier for yourself. Where did he go? Broken lighthouse lamp. Oh. Oh. Gotta get that one. Can I not talk to him? No. Memento. Ideal shows the minimum of moves the memento can be completed in. Oh. I fucked up. Let's go. Is that his wife? She's beautiful, she's so cute. Just enough. After we pay for your operation, we'll have just enough left for it. So don't you worry. White lie. That's what you call it, right? No, I'm sure we can just stop it. I don't like it when you lie. Oh my god, the alarm stopped. Every time, you know when an alarm goes off for so long, and then it stops, and for a moment you think, oh my god, I'm deaf. I calculated our finances. I know how it's like. Why do you try to convince me against my will? We need the money for your medical bills, River. I understand that Anya means a lot to you, but this is just too much. I mean, she isn't even... Do you know what makes me happy, Johnny? What? Do you? Well, I do. I just hope you can help me with it. River. When the papers for my treatments get here, I will not sign them. What you do with our money is up to you. But if you would grant my wish, I want you to use it to finish building that house. And then, for every day that you live there, I want you to watch over her. Stop. Visit her, speak to her, comfort her. I don't want her to be alone anymore. And what about you? Happy. Oh, posture check and give Buddy a treat. Okay. Got his treats here. I've done my posture and sat up straight. And because I'm rustling a packet, he's woken up. Baba, do you want a treat? Come to Mama. Oh, come to Mama. Hi. Oh. Oh dear. Oh, bit of reverse sneezing, is it? Yeah. Oh, baby. Mwah. You a treat? Of course you do. Oh, no. I'm just leaving work now, but I'll be back on in a bit to watch your stream. Hope you're enjoying it. It's strange so far. Thank you for thank you for hopping in. Get home safe. Naughty boy, I know. Oh my god. Oh, just wait. Just emotional, I promise. Was that nice? There you go, Baba. Oh, my baby. I love you. I love you so much. I love you. Okay, he got a treat. Mwah. No. Did you just burp? Yeah. I love you, baby. Ugh. You gonna say hi to everyone? You gonna say hi? You just want to go back to sleep. Okay. You got a treat. Did you say thank you? Say thank you for the treat. My papa. Being heavy. Looking heavy. Blanket. Cold tonight. I love you. I watched Lewis Capaldi's latest music video, and I knew there was a dog in it. I didn't think it was going to be all about a dog, and I was crying last night whilst cuddling him. So if I start crying during this playthrough, he's gonna get so many cuddles, and he's gonna be like, oh my god, she's an emotional wreck. Such a cuddle bug. He isn't actually that cuddly. It's only when you're not, though, are you? You're not cuddly. It's only when he's tired will he like cuddle up to you and stuff. He's always got to be touching you though. Like when he's sat somewhere, he has to be sat right next to you. But yeah, he likes to snuggle in bed though for bedtime. He's just looking at me. He's just like, what you talking about? Okay. Johnny? Yeah? I made this. Tell me what it is. What? Just tell me what it is. It's a bunny. It's a rabbit. Like all the others you made. These are all made by her? What else? It's made of paper. What else? Its body is yellow and the rest is blue? Good. What else? Look, River. I wrote a song. It's for you. Okay? Well, would you like to hear it? Yeah. You didn't have to bring the piano in here for this. I can hear you just fine with the door open. How do you fit a whole piano through a door? On his own. It's called For River. Why so cliche? It's just a placeholder. I'm already fucking emotional. Who is this Anya they keep talking about? If she's so important, shouldn't we have seen her in his late memories? I guess he didn't keep that promise after all. He didn't. Unless what? Never mind. No, tell me! Hey, that's the same song the kids were playing earlier, huh? I guess he taught them. You know what? I'm too manly for this. I'm heading on. I already got my memory links. You want to hitch a quick ride or look around yourself? Stay and explore. Go on ahead. I'll catch it to you. Don't you miss the days when memory audio to MP8 conversion was legal? I think I brought home over 2,000 songs during my first year on this job. What? Okay, so that is it. Paper Rabbit. Emperor's new clothes. The platypus has to be something. Telling you, there's just no way. What if we take it apart? Look at us, John. We aren't exactly at the ripe age of piano moving. I was like, how did he move that? You know what? If this means that much to you, I'll pay for the professionals to do this. I can't help saving that house for you. So this is the least I can do. Holy shit. Pot mixed dough. Pickled olives. Someone really likes these. Probably River. Maybe River liked them a lot. Hi, Papa. You're right on the edge there. And you got a smelly bum bum. You got a smelly bum bum, Baba. Smelly toots. Oh, god damn it. I keep fucking these up. Oh. Oh my god. Why are these difficult now? The fuck? Can I reset? Can I reset? Fucking finally, Jesus Christ. They're difficult when you just do them willy-nilly. You need to think about them. Shit. Finally. I'm sorry, that puzzle took me too long. What do we have here? It's the house. I bet they saw this cliff and thought it was not dangerous enough without people living on it. Oh my god, they built the house? Isabel? Nick called and said I should come. I brought you pickled olives. They're your favourite, right? Oh, they're his favourite. I heard about River. Will she be okay? Her illness was just diagnosed in its late stage. Fortunately, it's treatable. But the medical bills... We can't afford to finish building this house, Isabel. We can barely afford to pay for her treatment. I'm just relieved that she'll be okay, but... You don't know how much this place means to her. She's gonna be heartbroken. I'd help, but Ted and I have been barely getting by since the market crashed. What are you gonna do now? I'm gonna tell her that we can make it. I'm gonna tell her that we can afford everything. I don't want her to do anything crazy. You shouldn't lie to her. You don't understand, Isabel. If she found out, I'm not sure which she'd choose. So what? If she chooses not to save herself for the sake of this place, then so be it. It's what she really wants. I really dislike when you neurotypicals think you know what's best for others. I hate when you call me that, Izzy. Do you think this is all about her? What about me, Isabel? After all these years, am I not allowed to be selfish even once? Not in this scenario, no! I don't want to be alone, Isabel. I'm not gonna let her die. That's arrogant. I don't care. Where are you going? I'm going to pick something from this cliff and bring back to her. They'll at least give us some comfort. That doesn't make what you're doing any less wrong. Nick wanted me to give you this. A music box. He said it's called Everything's Alright. Stop it. It isn't. It's rough. Where did he go? Oh, 2. Oh. I can't go back any further. Okay, why didn't that come about before? Okay. Did it. I don't like olives, to be honest. To be honest. Don't like olives. Sorry, I had to catch my nail. So you guys are really going for it, huh? Who's that? Yep, the construction's starting in just a few months. It's a bit of a squeeze. We had to split the payment. But with financing, we'll make do. How wonderful. Having your dream house built at such a beautiful site. You had your wedding at the lighthouse near there all those years ago, didn't you? That's not all that's special about it. But we have a long history with that place. Oh? Well, it's good to have some good news at a get-together for once. Cheers and congratulations, you two. Hey, cheers. Chin chin. Be right back. I'm gonna get some fresh air. Me too. Does she have... For a moment, I thought she had, like, elvish ears. Well, buddy, sure been a while. Hasn't it? Who knew how hard it is to get across a few cities nowadays? That river. Still so quiet. Yeah. She's actually been talkative at home and with Isabel. I guess she's just not used to you. So I'm the bad guy here. Oh, hey, so did you tell River that thing from back then? I did. So how did she take it? For the most part, she took it well. But something bugs me. Ever since the incident, she's been making these strange rabbits out of paper. What happened? origami rabbits? Yeah, lots of them. I used to fold origami animals for my daughter all the time. What's wrong with that? I don't think it's the same thing. She's been doing nothing but making the same rabbits day in and day out. Our house is literally filled with them now. Didn't Isabel say that something like that is a common trait with River's condition? Condition? Yeah, but something doesn't feel right this time. When I ask her about it, she never answers. Instead, she gets this distant look in her eyes. It's almost as if she wants something from me. And the strange thing is, I feel like there's something I owe her too. Have you asked Isabel? Yeah. She said she talked to her about it, but got nothing. Well, I'm certainly not one to inquire, but I'll tell you this. I've known you since middle school, and you're notorious for overthinking. Same. You're probably just imagining things. There's no need to get too worked up. I don't know, the amount of rabbits she's making is a bit much. Usually when someone says that, something's always wrong. But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You're probably right. Probably? I'm always right. That's why I tell Jamie. I'm always right. Wait, so even he himself never knew what was up with those rabbits? Forget about the stupid rabbits. We've got bigger problems. It's a confined memory, and there are no mementos anywhere. Don't worry, we can probably draw one out of him. How? Leave it to me. Just gotta give the bartender a quick visit first. Oh, do we have to turn into these people? Hey there, could I get you anything? Heyo, could I get a bowl of pickled olives, please? Oh. Sure, cash or credit. Check. I'm sorry. We don't take checks. Oh. Just put it on my tab then. Wait, does that mean you don't have any money? You're so getting resetted. Hey there, could I get you anything? Hello, could I get a bottle of pickled olives, please? Sure, cash or credit. Just put it on my tab. I feel like spending big today. Oh, thank you, sir. Here are your pickled olives. Thanks, bro. You'll be getting an enormous amount of tips today. Thank you. You're such an arse, Neil. Well, loosen up. Okay. Hurry up already, I don't want to be stuck here. Why, is that a bowl of pickled olives you're sporting? Yeah, are you a fellow olive lover? Indeed I am. Just got a fresh bottle of them myself, in fact. Mind if I join you? Sure, why don't you grab a seat? We'll down a bottle together. You can hear Buddy snoring. He's right here, that's why. he's like right next to me, like down here. Papa, they hear you. Yeah, they hear you snoring. There ain't much I can do about his snoring, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that sounds just swell. Either disable taste simulation now. Oh, Neil, I don't think I feel like it. I'm so gonna get you back for this. So that's how we got our first toaster. You okay there? Yeah, I'm just savouring the amazingness of pickled olives. They're wonderful, aren't they? Yeah, I just can't understand how anyone could find such things to be disgusting. Tea time, we've got 2 bottles left. Oh my god. So I said, hey, that's not right. And they totally agreed. And you know what else is wrong with society today? I got it. Yeah, I actually have it right here. Why? May I see it? Okay. Here it is. And freeze. Finally, dear Lord. How were the olives, Neil? Oh, shut your mouth. Wait, don't you dare. Don't worry. See, I'm doing it by the books. Hulk smash! Neil, seriously. I'm trying to get into this and you're ruining the mood. Totally worth it. Let's prepare. Okay. Turn all those. This one's difficult to see. But the easiest one I did. The fuck? Is them when they were younger. Crikey nutcrackers. You aren't Australian. Who cares? We're like 20 billion nanometers off the ground and standing on a damp flagpole. Just jump down, it's not like you can be hurt here. Are you kidding me? It's freaking skydive. You're telling me they take no fall damage when they do this? I'd be jumping off everything. If I was guaranteed to be alive and safe and not hurt in any way, I'd be jumping off everything. You can't stay on here, you can't get off. God, I hate it when this happens. I swear if this plate... Eva, what the fuck? Plus. Why would they abandon her like this? I suppose she's just no longer needed. No longer needed? By ships, I mean. You know how it is, now that everything has GPS and all that. True. I've never actually seen a lighthouse be a lighthouse. Be a lighthouse. Apart from like in films, in videos, in games. I've never seen a light. I've seen a. Oh no, that's not a lighthouse, is it? I've actually never seen a lighthouse in real life. That hurts. That hurts. You've seen lighthouses? I live in a seaside town and we don't have a lighthouse. Why don't we have a lighthouse? That's wrong. That is wrong. I think I've got like a new one new goal in life is to see a lighthouse. I think we have a few islands here, they have lighthouses. That must be so, like, pretty. We have windmills. I visited all the islands several times since my youth. Oh, that's so nice. Wish I. This place means a lot to me too, and I've been thinking. Those old windmills. See, the building that I was thinking of that I thought was a lighthouse is actually a windmill. So it's not a lighthouse. So I've never seen a lighthouse. I've seen fake lighthouses, like when I went to Disneyland and stayed in the Newport Bay. I've seen fake lighthouses there. There's a windmill not far from me, the old ones. I just want to see pretty sights like that. In our current state, things have been pretty stable. If we save well, in a few years, we could afford to build a house on top of here. It's gonna be a squeeze, but we'd be able to see her from the window. Is this Anya? Anya? Site, welcome in. I'm so sorry that your message got deleted. That's weird. I'll have to figure that out. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. How do... That's annoying. Oh my god, stop. Stop deleting the messages. How do I... It says it's auto mod, so... I've never seen that message yet. I don't... It says it's a mod thing. Do you have Nightbot? I don't actually know what I have anymore, to be completely honest. Stop it. I don't know how. What could it be? Maybe that helps, maybe. No, because someone else, like, messaged me and said that they couldn't talk in my chat. Will it be in... At least we have nice music to listen to. Is it Mix It Up? Ah. There we go. I don't know if I fixed it. I think they left. I hope not. Because I think I just fixed it. You know what? I'm gonna set it to none. I think it was my mix it up bot. Because chat participation was set to like 10 minutes or something, where I should have changed that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm hoping that won't happen now. I'm sorry. In the morning, at night, we'd always be nearby. And we could walk here any time. She'll never be alone again, John. I'll be able to watch over her every day. Yeah, we will. Good for them. You gotta be kidding me. You remember what happens, don't you? Why? I can't wait to find out the whole story, because things are slowly adding up as we go back. But at the same time, I feel like new things are coming to light, and I'm just like, what? It's like watching a train wreck. The ending isn't any more important than any of the moments leading to it. Exactly. The important thing is that over here they are happy. Let's move on. Okay, there's nothing for me to... Wait a minute. They were referring to the lighthouse as Anya, weren't they? I suppose so. Then that river... She declined treatment for the sake of a lighthouse? Isn't that a bit too extreme? I've seen stranger things in the course of the job. Me too, but... I can never wrap my head around it. It's none of our business anyway. She's not our client. Wait, can I read these notes now? Anya, the abandoned lighthouse by the cliffside. Clock. The clocks in Johnny's house never tick. Objective. The moon in Johnny's memory is full. A song Johnny wrote for his deceased wife. Its title is A Placeholder. Johnny's favourite food and the paper rabbit. Okay. Okay. And he seems to be doing okay so far. Okay. I'm trying to think where everything is. Wait, a rabbit is here. Oh, that's the memory. Okay. Can we not go up? No. Oh, I got all the things. Never mind. Prepare. Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Here we go. Well, there's so many questions, man. So many questions. River? Yellow paper rabbit. Dear Lord, not again. An old baby grand piano. How the heck did they move this thing upstairs? Who knows, but I bet it'd be a piece of cake for the TARDIS. Not really, you can't even get it through this door. True. Well, that settles it. Moving pianos is a pain in the arse for everybody. I'd probably take an entire episode to get it inside. I wouldn't mind seeing such an episode. Me neither. Sounds pretty epic. Really? What is this? New boxes of plain paper? Uh-oh. I think I know where this is going. She made... So they would order more paper for her to make more of these? You went out for a haircut this early in the morning? What are you making there? What does it look like? Rabbits? Did you see the rabbit I left you? Yeah. Tell me about that rabbit. Huh? Describe the rabbit. I want to know what's wrong. It was yellow. What else? A bit puffy. And? Well, it's just a paper rabbit. I don't know how else to describe it. You're acting strange, River. Is something wrong? River? Wait, in this memory the house isn't even built, so where is this? I don't know about you, but I'm getting some inverse deja vu. I think I know of her condition. This is rather odd even for that. You think she's Do you? Perhaps. Who knows? What? What? What is she? What is she? Well, like you said, she's not our client. Let's just get what we're paid for over with. Many long strands of orange hair. So this day she started it, huh? This is so interesting. Like, it's heartbreaking. I really want to know what's wrong with her. Okay, he's still good. Music is very sad. Could this be their wedding? This is where the house used to be, isn't it? The house that never should have been. I mean, really, what is it about unusually high and dangerous places that attract people? Acrophobia? What? Something that Johnny and River apparently didn't have. Acrophobia? What is that? Oh, fear of heights. I've never heard someone refer to it as a technical term before. It's like, I have a fear of heights. But now I know it's called acrophobia. That's insane. I feel bad for saying this, but how dare they build a house on this? This is all like lush forest land. And they just plopped a house on it. All because of this lighthouse. Is that why you approached me back then? Yeah. What about now? I suppose it's just part of it. Look, it was a long time ago. It's not too relevant now. But Izzy said I should tell you the truth. Oh, what? What is the truth? I shouldn't have tainted our first meeting like that. Like what? What did he do? Was it a dare? 'Cause that's fucking filthy. What is that? A hacky sack? Can you throw this as far as where Anya's at? I don't know. You want me to try? Would you? River, are you insane? Get away from there. I like when they just jump back onto things. It's kind of cute. I think this memory isn't too far from the last. Think they may be connected? Probably. Why did she cut her hair anyway? I like long hair. Oh, I've just remembered I've got the dentist tomorrow. Hit me. That one was quite easy. I still don't I feel like I'm missing something because they seem to kind of know what's wrong with her, but I don't. And I'm just like, what's going on? Oh, are we finding out now? Ooh, everyone with it is different, John. Time is the dentist appointment, 3:20. It's in the afternoon, but I have to see the hygienist and my dentist, so it's only for a checkup. Nothing major. Are they sisters? Just because she and I share the syndrome doesn't mean we share the same head. We have those appointments on May 4th. We go every half year. How often do we go? We go, I want to say every 6 months, maybe? Yeah, so every half year. Oh, they have to redo some of your fillings. I dread that happening. I've got fillings and I try and stay clear of like sweets that are like super chewy because my mum has said like, oh, that might be able to rip your filling out. I'm like, well, I ain't eating it then because I don't want that. Oh, is there a cavity under the fillings? Do I have one tooth without a filling? Oh my god. I just have the back ones, but he says that there's another tooth that's kind of 50-50. So he keeps an eye on that one for me. I just got a brush, but I have to use this special toothpaste that's got like extra fluoride in it and stuff. But yeah, my teeth are fine. The only major issue I've ever had is when I got an abscess on the roof of my mouth. I've never had an abscess in my mouth before, and it was so painful. And I remember Like this, when did this happen? This happened like a couple years ago. I can't remember when. It was so painful, and I was like, oh my god, I can't take this. I thought I was gonna have to have like root canal treatment and all of that stuff. I rang my dentist and I was like, I need someone to see me today because this is unbearable. And I basically begged the receptionist on the phone, and she was like, right, when can you get here? And I'm like, give me any time and I'll be there. She was like, can you come in half an hour? And I was like, yes. I got in a taxi and I went straight there. And I was like, I have an abscess. and he like put me on antibiotics and everything. Same day the abscess burst. I was like spitting up gunk. It was horrible. It's fucking horrendous. That's the only major thing that's like happened in my mouth. Never really had issues. Last filling my dentist did. I did have discomfort for a few days. Really? Oh, I wonder why. But yeah, I've not had to have any root canal treatment. Which I'm pretty proud of. I've only ever had fillings. I don't know if you can tell. Let me see. If I come onto the just chatting screen. So I don't know if you can tell. This like tooth down here. This like not the bottom tooth set here. Not the one next to it, the fang. Like here. I don't know if you can see. But when I was younger, it was wobbly and I refused anyone to touch it. You can't see. It's just slightly out of place. I don't know. I'm gonna get real up close and personal to the camera. Okay. I don't know if you can tell. It's there. I don't know if you can tell. You can. Ooh, I'm sorry. You got a whole face of me, didn't you? It's a bit crooked. Yeah, that's... Other than that one, my teeth are kind of okay. But that one, when I was younger, it was wobbly and I refused anyone to take it out. I refused to take it out myself and it just stayed there. And because it stayed there, this tooth started growing in front of it. So now I've got a fucked up tooth. I have one tooth that's a bit lopsided. I try and take such good care of my teeth because I feel like toothache is one of the worst pains you could probably go through. It's horrible. Like, that abscess is horrendous. It was fucking awful. I can't believe I just got really up close and personal and I was like, look at my teeth. Oh, you can see it when I do that. Kinda. But everything else is kind of fine. If I also use toothpaste and mouthwash. I don't really like to use mouthwash. Only if I've eaten something that proper stinks my breath. Or if I've got ulcers. And then obviously if ever I get another abscess, I'll use mouthwash. But because I need all the fluoride to basically stay on my teeth, I barely use mouthwash. Even though I've got a fluoride mouthwash, I just don't like to wash it away, you know? It's no alcohol kind. I always I always get a bit self-conscious because I brush my teeth. Like when I'm at Jamie's, I'll brush my teeth and like we'll like lay there and talk to each other in bed and stuff. He's used mouthwash, so his breath is minty fresh. It's the freshest thing I have ever smelt in my life. And then there I am. I'm like, I just use toothpaste. I feel like I have to talk like this to him, because then he won't like get my breath. Anyway, moving on. So they have a syndrome, but it doesn't affect them the same way. But you must be able to help somehow. Everything was okay at first, but now she's even more aloof than before. Even when we're in the same room, she's never really there. It's starting to take a toll on me. I just don't know how to take it anymore. Well, I can't speak for her, but many of us do long for connections. Though, being able to articulate is a different story. Just because she struggles to express it, it doesn't mean she doesn't feel anything. She's still there, right? Sometimes you just have to have faith that she cares. That's pretty difficult to do day in and day out. I know. Wait. But why do you seem so normal, Izzy? I mean, don't you have the same condition? For one, I was diagnosed when I was still young. With effort, it's not impossible to acquire a guise of social norms systematically. But you know what? I both envy and pity River. Me, I'm an actress, because I've been doing it all my life. Not only on stage, but off stage. And at practically every moment. I've gotten good at it, because acting is the only option I have. It's the only way for me to be normal. But River, she never did that. She remained an outcast and refused to learn to step against it. I don't know if it was by choice or by limit, whether bravery or cowardice. There are days when I just can't stand faking it anymore. And then I realise that it's too late. That one was he's moved himself over there. That's how loud he snores, and he sleeps in my room. How I sleep is I don't know, because he snores like that every night. But I find that when I go to Jamie's, I can't fall asleep without him. Can you sleep? I can sleep. He used to sleep in my bed with me when he was a little bit younger, and then I managed to get his crate in my room, so like his crate is here, like, I don't know if you can hear it. That's his crate. It's right behind me here. And that's his bed. He very much loves his bed, but he likes to sleep on our beds as well. But he's gotten a big boy. If I was able to have a double bed, if ever I get a double bed, he would probably he would probably sleep in the double bed with me, and he probably wouldn't need a friggin' crate or anything. But I do believe that crates are a good thing to have when you have a dog, because it's their space, and I love the fact that he has his own space that he can go to. So like when he had his operation to get his balls snipped off, I brought his crate downstairs and set it up, and when he was tired and stuff and he just wanted to relax, he could just get in his crate, and that was fine. But yeah, that's his little bedroom there. We tried to get Chip used to a crate. He hates it. Gets into a panic. That's sad. So he just has his baskets. As long as he has his like own little bed, that's his little space, that's good. That's his spot, that's good. It's the same sort of thing, it's just a crate is just more secure. So like I can say if I need to go somewhere and I can't take him and no one can look after him, but he's quite happy being in his crate and then he's not roaming around the house on his own and stuff. That's the only thing. But if a dog has their own spot that they can call their own, I love that. I think that's a really good thing. He's happy being free around the house. I can't trust this little shit to be free around the house. I can't. He would be up on everything. I don't think he'd chew anything. He'd just be in everything, and he'll eat everything, and it's just God. Hence the crate. But I've never used it as a punishment, and I think that's the reason why he likes it so much in here, because it's always like a treat. He has his dental stick in here, that's his nighttime routine. He has his dental stick in here and then he'll go to sleep. And it's like full of blankets and it's got like a bed that's got a cover on it as well. He's well behaved, that's good. Just can't go to the utility room, otherwise he sticks his head in the litter box. Aww. Anyway. The Isabelle that people know of is all an act, and the real me has long become a stranger. I think in the end, I just envy her. Trying to... the forbidden chocolate. Huh. I've never met a woman with it before. Then technically you still haven't met one. This isn't part of our business. Let's move. Is it autism? Is it some form of autism? Not gonna lie. Before we started talking about Buddy and dogs in general, I was getting a bit choked up because Isabelle describing how she learnt to act is so hard. It's so hard to, excuse me, for people to do that when their brains don't work like a normal brain does normal. But is autism a syndrome? I don't know. If there's no name for this syndrome that they have, I'm looking it up afterwards, because I just can't. Who is normal? I fully believe everyone is on the spectrum in some shape or form. I know I am. But everyone, there's a spectrum full of different kinds of like things and there's just a spectrum, and it depends where you are. I've been tested on autism and ADD because I can look people in the eyes that don't have autism. You see, I don't think it should or it does rely on one thing. So, like, for me personally, I hate loud noises. I hate people getting too close. I hate... which is funny because I love concerts, but at the same time, if I'm at a concert... This happened at my last gig when I went to see Elton John. I was happy being in the arena and watching the show, and I love that. I love loud noises. However, when there's like fireworks, like I'm scared of balloons, have been since I was a child, don't like the loud noises. And I got pissed off because the people sat behind me at the gig, they were just talking all the way through, and I couldn't block their voices out just to watch the show. I could watch the show, but I could also hear them. And I feel like everyone else can kind of block everything out around them. I can't seem to do that. I can for a little bit, but then when I clue into something, that's it. I can't do that. What else? I have things with my food as well. I don't like my food mixed. These are all tiny little things. I'm not claiming I have autism in any way, shape, or form. Would I like to be tested? Maybe. I just believe that everyone has some form of autism. And there's some people who can work through it. And I've forgotten the word for it. But there's some people who it affects really, really badly and they can't function properly, which is sad. But there's people who are able to go, and it's like Isabel and River, they're like two different ends of the spectrum. There's one who can put on an act, can read the cues, who's learnt how to do it, and then there's River who hasn't and is getting worse with age maybe, and it's just, I don't know. It's hard, it's difficult, it's really sad. The result is I'm just very sensitive. I get overwhelmed very easily. I feel like I get overwhelmed as well, very easily. But I also put it down to mental health issues, such as anxiety. I do have anxiety. I've been diagnosed with anxiety by a doctor and a therapist. But that's not to be confused with autism or ADD or ADHD or any of them. Yeah. There should be more awareness of autism, I think, and those kind of things, because I've learnt so much about autism in recent years than I have in my whole entire lifetime. That's wild. And that's just from meeting new people, you know? The world would be a lot more beautiful if people just remembered faces more. Why do you think women will only find out later in life that they have autism? I don't know. I don't know fully. I don't understand it. My first thought is maybe it's to do with maturity level. We women are able to mask very easily, probably. I think it's I do think it's maturity level, because females mature more quickly than males do. I don't know. The markers are based on men, probably. I do think there's a push to be more aware of autism in females now, which I'm very glad about. But yeah. It is what it is. Which is sad. Anything new today? No. What are you rereading there? Thankfully things are getting a bit better. They are. Slowly but surely they are. Just gotta hope. The Emperor's New Clothes. I loved this when I was young. Still do, huh? Of course. Just for different reasons. When I was a kid, I loved the Animorphs series. I know, your mother gave you a book from it as a wedding present. Yeah, that was one odd wedding present. I guess I was pretty obsessed with it when I was a kid. Why haven't you read them since? I saw them. They're collecting dust in the garage. Well, I just grew out of them, I guess. I mean, they're children's books. What's wrong with reading... what is wrong with reading children's books? They're comforting. Yeah. I suppose so. I think I'm gonna get this one. Oh? Oh. I'm not yours, you're not mine. Be my Auntie Valentine. Hey, River, this one's not that corny. River? But what about David? He's my favourite character. I don't know. What are you talking about? Animorphs? Have you read it? No. Yes. Really? Sort of. Oh, do you know what animal is David's main morph? R-A-B-B. No, I don't. Oh. That doesn't sound right. Don't worry, I'll find it out for you. Tobias Hawk, Rachel Grizzly, Jake Tiger, Marco Gorilla, David Cobra, Cassie Wolf. Why? Oh, just wondering. You could have just Googled it. Ha ha ha, Cobra. Do you know the animal is David's... Do you know what animal is David's main morph? Cobra. Oh yeah, Cobra. I really wish they kept the old covers instead of these plain sheets. Those are cool. What was... There it is. Ooh, that's a lot. What the hell's this? Oh, everyone's leaving already? But I just got here. Seems to happen to you a lot at parties. Oh, go save your childish jabs for the insecure. An aged Animorphs book. Could this be the wedding? I swear to God, if I go all the way up here and I can leave. Let me go. Is this their wedding? Requires 2 bars of memory links to proceed. Huh. Oh, I'm stuck. Nope, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Ah, there's a jar of pickled olives? Where? Oh my god, they're there. Are you kidding me? I see le fromage. Oh, but where's the mouse? That's the corniest remark you've made all night. Don't you mean a cheesiest remark? Wow. Okay, now I can go back up. I got a whole ass cheat sheet here now. But I kinda don't want it. I'll only refer to it when I get stuck like that, because I did not see. I did not see the pickled olives at all. I felt like I was clicking everywhere. Do you feel any different? Now that we got the rings on, I mean. No? Why? Do you? Actually? Yeah, I think so. What is it like? It's just different. Just the responsibilities, I suppose. Responsibilities? Do you like the name Anya? I think Buddy just farted. I think I heard that. He's also shivering. Oh my god, this guy. Let me wrap you up, Baba. Yes, you did fart. I can smell it now. You did fart. You did toot. Smell wee. Going to move that? Here you go. I understand. Yeah. Anya's a good name for her. Hey, come with me. She looks so cute in her, like, wedding. I've never seen such a beautiful pixelated character before. Oh my god, I haven't. This can't be a good idea. I'll probably trip and fall. Don't worry, just follow my steps. Finished Disney Dreamlight Valley? I played it earlier today, but not that much. Ow, my ass. I think you stepped on my toes. Sorry. Come on, let's try again. To promise to love and comfort, to honour and to keep, in sickness and in health, for as long as you shall live. I do. And do you take this man standing before you to be your lawfully wedded husband? To promise to love and comfort, to honour and to keep in sickness and in health for as long as you shall live. Yeah. By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Mr. and Mrs. Wiles. Oh, The wedding. Yeah. What did you think that was? I'm just bad at weddings, that's all. Fluids tend to escape from my eyes. I didn't know you were that sentimental. Oh, did I say my eyes? I meant my mouth. And by fluids, I meant both fluids and solids. That's a lovely image. Thanks, Neil. Come, let's find a way to get out of here. All this happiness and joy is really putting you off too, huh? No. Just don't like watching people make mistakes. Sheesh. Whatever happened to just take it moment by moment? Can I get through? Anywhere? There we go. When they said that they got married at the... Why did I nearly say the Eiffel Tower? The lighthouse. I was thinking, how can you have a wedding at a lighthouse? That's how you do a wedding at a lighthouse. That is so adorable. Oh, I better go see how your aunt is doing. Alright, Ma. Tell her thanks for coming. I will. I'm so proud of you, Joey. Joey? Joey? Oh, that's my grandpa's name. He passed away before I was born. Ma calls me by it as my nickname. How come you never told me about it? 'Cause I'd rather you call me John. Ugh, not another sentimental grandparent childhood. What do you have against those anyway? I mean, you sure talk about your grandfather a lot. What? No, I don't. Whatever you say. Joey. I'm so proud of Joey. Okay, and I'm lost again. Cheat sheet. Cheat sheet. Go right and follow the track down. Oh, okay. It can't be helped, River. I'm sure they didn't mean to. Come on, we're late. Wait, is that a rabbit? Think this is the source of all those folded paper ones? Just told husband happy birthday since past midnight. Oh, give him his presents. That's so cute. I hope he has a happy birthday. I think this is the source of all those folded paper ones. Why would she obsess over some roadkill? Not to mention so many years later. Don't ask me. You are the woman here. I'll be convinced that I'm the only one when you do a cordless bungee jump. Come on, River, we're late. You know, it's a fantastic wedding when the mementos roadkill. Hey, maybe she saw it as a metaphor for the terrible marriage. So years later, she began folding the rabbits because she was reminded of how rotten it was? Or, you know, something equally pretentious. Cool story, Neil. I think Harry's like a teenager, like a young adult. Poor thing. What's with all the roadkills today? Don't you look at me like that. Smell like a farm. And roadkill. Deactivate the scent simulator or get away from here already. Can't go that way. Whoa, a freaking boss. Hey, a horse. Whoa. Don't do it. Don't do what? You know what? Don't not ride this horse? What are you, 5 years old? Okay, I won't not ride it. Yeah. Quit wasting time, Neil. Oh crap. That can't be good. Do something. Don't just stand there. Help me. Damn it, this was not in the job description. Where did they go? Oh. Is that really a good idea? She should be okay. She's not new to this anymore. But she has never done it by herself before. I'll be fine, I'm not a child. River! What's the matter? Let go. Hey, wait up. Huh, I wonder if Neil got off that horse yet. Eva! Oh my god, this is about 19% more than I can handle. What a moron. Oh, what a corn cob. I can use these to move now? Oh my god! Space to gallop? Oh my god. Fuck yeah. Where the fuck is he? Oh my god, that's the profile picture now. Village idiot. What am I supposed to do now, then? Wait, do I take it out? No? Okay, where's the thing then? Oh my god, do I have to like... Oh no! How do I get off? Oh my god, no. Cheat sheet. Ride around the enclosure, passing behind the tree in the top left hand corner, ignoring the horses ridden by Ghost. Chase over the... Okay. Okay, I need to find Neil then. It says bump him off the horse. He's there. Oh my god. Hello? There we go. Thanks. Ow. Oh my god, please. Where the hell is he? Oh, he's here. Right. You never get off the horse. Oh my god, I keep pressing the wrong button. Is the diagnosis certain? Yeah. We've reached a consensus on the result. Unfortunately, like many cases of pervasive developmental disorders, this is a rather late diagnosis. Had you known when you were a child, it could have saved you a lot of trouble. Do you have any books on it? This one by Tony Atwood. He's one of the specialists on the subject. You can borrow it free of charge for now, just don't elope with it. Thanks, Doc. Now, are you two a couple? Unmarried and without any other current legal affiliation? Yeah, I see. Well, I could give you a referral to a specialised counsellor if you wish. Is there anything unsettling in the relationship? No. And you, sir? No, it's fine. Nonetheless, sir, you should also give the book a read. It'll help you understand her condition. I'd rather not. Why is that? Well, it's your call. In the meantime, there is a thing called equine therapy that might help her. A ranch just north of here offers it. Equine. I can contact them for you. Told you so. Excuse me, could you please silence the clock? The ticking really bothers her. It's not that severe, I'll be okay. No problem. It's standard policy. If there's anything at all that makes you uncomfortable, just let me know. Thank you. Huh. I guess that explains the ones in the house. Just a bit longer. They'll be calling for you soon. My god, stop. Stuffed toy platypus. Can't believe this piece of atrocity is dated all the way back here. Looks like someone took good care of it. She's still got pretty bad taste in animals though. Plain tawny handbag. Okay, let's see if this cheat sheet works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It didn't. I still don't really fully understand what it is that's wrong with her. Psst, look. I know, I can't believe he once paid to see this crap in theatre. No, you idiot. Look, we leaped. Wholly overcooked macaroni. The kid's in the theatre all by himself. What a loser. You got to the theatre by yourself. You go to the theatre all... He goes on his own. That's different. No one's competent enough to match my taste. But that aside, how could anyone last through this rubbish? And thus, this movie sucks on both physical and metaphysical levels. QED. Come on, let's go. What? Oh, right. Let me just check around here. Nope. Gotta go, gotta go. Whoa, wait. I ain't talking to no emo teenager. Grammar, my dear Watson. Shut up, that's not even a full sentence. Just go look for mementos. I still ain't talking to no emo teenager. My God. What was that? What are you doing? That's the third person you've removed here. Not like it's permanent. Oh? You know that poking them out of the way like that does nothing, right? Then why complain? Getting stood up. Now that's a Kodak moment. You relate well with your kin, I see. Oh look, this place is all empty and creepy now. Hope you're happy. Hmm. Well, there's nothing here. Hate to say it, but I guess I have to nag something out of him again. All yours. At least there's no olives this time. River? You were in there this whole time? I waited for you at the lobby. I thought you didn't come. Why did you leave? I thought we were watching the movie together. Huh? I'm the one who should ask that. What do you mean? We were watching the movie together and then you left. We weren't watching it together. Didn't even know you were where you were. If you saw me in there, why didn't you come and find me? What difference does it make? We were watching the same movie in the same room. That's not me laughing. It's me choking. What's wrong? You're so weird. Do you not want to watch the movie together anymore? Of course I do. Come, let's head back in before it ends. Oh my god. The precious. I feel like I should make a clever remark. You feel wrong. Well, let's hope our ride's waiting for us in there. They are precious. Can I just... Because I feel like the lights going out are something to do with him dying, and I'm not really prepared for that. Let's see if this one works. You know why it didn't work? Because I read the wrong one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I think this platypus is growing on me. Mostly just for convenience, but hey. Come on, dude, grow some balls. It's not that. Look, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Oh, sheesh. What could possibly happen? Just think about it. Worst case scenario, she says no. You strut on like nothing happened. No one will know and everyone will still think you're cool. But what if she tells someone? Or yells at me? Don't be a little wuss. Or says yes but really means no. Psh, quit worrying. Who would do that? And what if she throws an encyclopedia in my face? I don't even have a helmet. Dear Lord, I'm so not prepared for this. Dude, don't panic. Just straighten your spine and quit being a little wuss. Yeah, you tell him. Everything will be alright. Just turn around. Okay. Hey, what are you... Shh. Hello? Hello? Do you hear me? Yeah. Then why didn't you... Never mind. That's a cool platypus you got there. What are you reading? A book. About a platypus? No. Oh, I think that's great. Hey, you wanna lighthouses? Huh? There are exactly 16 second-order Fresnel lens lighthouses in the country left. 9 of them are coastal and 1 of them was modified from a historic kerosene lamp lighthouse. Oh, is that what you're reading about? I'm not gonna be able to. Say, you wanna go catch a movie together sometime? I don't know. That's okay. I'll give you time to consider it. I can't. Why? There's no date or time. Oh, how about this Saturday at 8? Well? Eva, I think the system froze. Yes. Oh, great. Never mind. I guess we'll work out the details later. I'll just... What? What are you looking at me for? You think I'm gonna call out how utterly awkward that was? Well, just forget it. I'm not giving in to your expectations. Give him a break. He was still just a kid. You, of all people, should relate. What's that supposed to mean? Shut up and go. Shut up isn't my name, you know. Well, I suppose if you look at it from the right angle... No, not really. Never mind. What the heck were you doing in there, dude? What? I asked her out? No, that was pathetic. If I were you, I would have just barged in there and be all like, hey, you, go out. Me, you, now. That's just terrible. I know, and it would have still been better than what you just did. So did she throw an encyclopedia in your face? Huh? Did she? Shut up, dude. See, I'm not the only one who tells people to shut up. And suddenly I feel loved. Dear Lord, I can't believe you got me to take this stupid class. Oh, come on, it's fun. Only if you can paint. You'll get good if you practice, you know? Yeah, right. After this class, I'm never picking up a brush again. Why do we have to draw stupid barrels anyway? I'm off to bed, it's past 1 AM. Okay, good night. Have a good sleep. Leonardo da Vinci trained by drawing eggs. Barrels. Eggs. Barrels are like very big eggs. Therefore, you will all be very big Da Vincis. Sleep well with Snoring Buddy. I always do. Oh, there's even more? Anyone? Anyone at all? Alright then. River, why don't you answer it? I know you know the answer. We're waiting, River. Fine. I guess we'll have to. He made sail on August 3rd of 1492 from the Spanish city of Palos de la Frontera, which was founded in 1322, and granted to Alvar Perez de Guzman, who was the who was at the mere age of 14 by the, okay, I only asked for the date. But see, was that so hard? Good lord, does everyone with her condition have near photographic memory? Not really, though I think their rote memory is often fairly strong. Psst, she's coming this way. Alt tab. Okay, we can go down that way now. That's a wrap. You chumps better be better next time. An atrium. We could use this place later. I just can't believe that these cult lines are rectangles in his head. Ugh. Fine. You win. Booyah. Why is there a piano in the gym? Yeah, she's unique, but she's uniquely boring. I mean, just look at her. No. She just sits there by herself all day with that creepy deformed duck toy. That's not a deformed duck, that's a platypus. What the heck's a platypus? Quit making words up. Anyway, she's just so off, you know? It's like she's from a totally different planet or something. I know, isn't that cool? If you're into aliens and that sort of stuff, I guess. But really, if you want to be weird, why don't you just go hang with the emos and goths? Well, for one, I don't want to ruin my hair. The fact that we got a name for them says a lot too. Look, Nick. I just don't want to be another typical kid in a sea of typical people. But how the heck would being with her change your own identity? I mean, you'd just be some guy who hangs out with a shy girl. She's not just shy, Nick. There's something strange about her. Being strange isn't always a good thing, you know? Do you even know if she wants to be different? Maybe she just wants to fit in like everyone else. And if she does, pushing her the other way wouldn't help, would it? Look, Nick, the point is that I know what I need. And she's the one who has it. So you want her for what she has, but not for her. That's cold, man. I just hope you know what you're doing. I do. John is striking me as very selfish. He's a very selfish character. I think, like, loads of people have told him now that he's wrong and what he's doing isn't, like, the best thing to be doing. And then he just does it anyway. People aren't that typical. Everyone's unique in some way. That's just what grandmas tell you. Wait, so this guy's some kind of a human-hogging hipster? That's sort of disturbing. You know, sometimes I want to slap our clients upside the head. It's high school, everyone's a bastard. But hey, welcome to the club. Wait, so this is what he told her about at the cliff? I suppose so. She then went cuckoo and began to make those creepy rabbits, right? Because he confessed this from who knows how long ago. I guess she's pretty good at holding a grudge. I'm not buying it. Something feels missing. Then go get a hat, Sherlock. Come on, I think our passport's leaning against the table there. I'm envious that this kid was still there to help him move pianos when their hair grew white. I wish I was still in contact with my childhood friends. Just love how every time we see this thing, we're guaranteed a free memory link. Must have left as big of a scar on his mind as it did on mine. Should I even... No need. I'm all good now. He was about to do the Kamehameha. Oh, for Walnut's sake. Hame. Hey. Not cool either. You never cockblock someone in the middle of a Kamehameha. I love that. What? Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ta-da! Okay, I think I'm going to end the stream here because it is late. It is past midnight for me. I was hoping to do this all in one stream, but I don't think I can. So I'm going to end it here and I'll probably continue it tomorrow night. Yeah, because I'm loving this game. It is really good. It is so good, and I'm so interested to see how everything ends and how all the characters are and everything like that. So, have a nice day, Joey. My baby boy growing up so fast. Just gonna read this part, and when I get to the exploring part, I'll be able to save and exit the game. What if he was a girl? Would she still nickname him after his grandpa? It won't be that bad, actually, since it ends in E. Joey, Julie, Julie. Sounds cute. If it sounds so cute, why don't you marry him? Ah, jealous? Oh yes, so jealous. Okay. Let's save and exit the game. Okay, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one, which will be tomorrow. Okay, bye.